Hi, I want to talk to you about Firefox productivity tools today. My name is Max Drake, and let's get into it. First of all, keyboard shortcuts for Firefox. There's quite a few of them around the place. I was quite surprised to see how many there were. I've been using those with macros so that I can actually come into Firefox. I don't need to use the mouse macro keys, which depend on different things. If your screen's in the wrong place, the mouse might go over somewhere else or just not get to the point it is. Whereas if you're using keys, it's going to specific points, like I think it's Control L takes you to the address bar, and then you can tab down to get to certain parts as you go through. So I was starting to use those, and I found that my macros were working a lot more regularly, which was very good to do. So that was one thing you do. The second one that I use quite a lot is that I'll be doing a blog on a post on something like that, and I've got my post written on whatever subject I'm going to write on. At the end of it, I'm starting to do the SEOs now. I haven't in the past, but I'm trying to push some work that I'm doing, and so trying to push it across to another website. So I want to kind of increase awareness of what I was doing. With this one here, what I actually do is I use this 5 notes add-in, and what it does is there's 5 little tabs, and I actually have a list of the steps that I need to do. So I've got a nice little handy checklist there, so as I come through I can make sure I do the right things with first of all the SEO title, to see that I've got my new one in there. I've got my metadata description, I've got my focus key phrase, which I keep on forgetting unless I've got my step throughs. I've got to do some tags, maybe adding into the thing. I've got to add my feature image, I've got to add my categories. Then I can actually go and publish that particular post. Before I'm just doing the post and publishing it, and then I'd have to come back and pull it back to put the image on and do all sorts of things. So that's really good. The other thing which I was doing as well, which was I was finding a really interesting site about something, and I was going, I'll copy that site address. It's not something that I want to put up in my bookmarks. It's something that I want to use for a particular project that I'm working in. I'd come down into OneNote, I'd start finding somewhere to paste it into there. When I was out of the browser, I get distracted by something else. Now I find I can actually just add it in here quickly like that. So this is really handy to do. So it's in a place where I can do it, and I can actually stay on screen, stay on task very quickly. An absolutely brilliant one that I've got at the moment is that if, let's say, I wanted to save this as to my taskbar, so I'm just going to bookmark this place, and I'm going to say I'm going to be using this one quite a lot, so it's actually come up onto my bookmark. I might end up putting it somewhere else. But so let's just say I go and shove it down into somewhere coding, and I've got it, and it ends up down the bottom here. It's not exactly easy, so if I go looking for it, it can fight hard. But if you go into the properties of the bookmark, it's got a keyword, so I can actually go fast keys, FK for fast keys, or Firefox fast keys, maybe a better one, FF fast keys, so FFFK. So now if I come to a new tab and I just type FFFK, oops, sorry, K, it automatically takes me there. I know it's somewhere and I can go and find it. But the ones that I'm using an awful lot of the times, I can actually just go to straight away. So if I'm just going to one of my websites, I can actually just type in a 2-letter thing that will take me, oh, sorry, that was 3 in the wrong letters. And it'll take me to the website that I want there, and it's just firing up straight away. Another little tool that I'm starting to use now, it's a little bit buggy in the way that it's doing it, but it's quite good, is that when you've actually got a web page, you can actually go and put a page memo, so you can create a little post-it note on there, and then you can say cloud categories are interesting. Now, great spelling. What this has got into there, Bob, is it's got the save URLs of where you've actually gone and where you've actually put some notes. So this is really good, that if you find a really good website and there's a specific thing on that website that you want, it just holds those things for you. So if you then go back to them there, you can click on that and it'll go and open that website, and it'll go and find the post-it note of what you've actually got to do something. And as I said at the beginning, I actually found loading this up, one of the things within it, if you go into the manage extension, I think it is. There's something in the extension somewhere, I can't remember where it was, where you can export and import the blooming things. No, it's not in customize. Can't remember where it was, and I was having some problems with it right at the beginning, but what I found was when I exported it and then imported it again, it seemed to understand itself. So that was one of the ones that I've done. The other one that I just want to touch is Google Keep. I actually got Google Keep on my mobile device, and suddenly I'm working away and I say, oh, I've got to add something to my shopping list, or there's another note that I've actually got to do. I find having it here is really handy, is that it doesn't disrupt me by making me move to another device, moving me off task, and then once I'm off there, it takes me a while to refocus on what I was doing. This one here just brings me up, and I can go down to whatever ones that I've actually got and to go and add something there. So that's really good. 5 notes started off and I thought, would I ever use it? It's been used all the time. These ones are starting to look quite good, and I quite like the idea of them. I hope that's of interest to you, and thank you for watching.